We'll be talking about Runescape and how you can make more GP on Runescape itself and to be able to buy bonds in free to play. So let's get to it. Well, there are three ways I think there are good ways to make money. Now, one of the first ones is skilling. I think a lot of people talk about it, and it's basically using. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't use the word basically, but it's using these skills you have to make money. So let's say you wanted to build up attack. Now, by attacking anyone, let's say this guard, you are able to gain loot because you've attacked the guard, and sometimes most of the time you will get bones, and that will allow you to sell these items. They drop, like here they dropped a steel arrow and bones. Normally guards drop grapes, which are pretty valuable, and if you can get around like 28 grapes, that's like around 28k for killing 28 guards, which may, depending on your level, should take around 10 minutes maybe, killing 25 guards, and 25k per 10 minutes is pretty good in terms of free to play. Another skill is mining. Mining is pretty good, especially if you get to higher levels where you can mine mithril, adamant ores, which makes more money, and you'll be able to sell them. It's because free to play is very restrictive. It's really hard. Another good one is woodcutting. Right now it's not as valuable, but before, woodcutting used to be very valuable and used to get like you used to get around 400 GP. Now it's less valuable, but depending on the grand exchange, it can be a very viable source of making GP. Another good way is using fire making as well. Just simple maple logs or just simple oak, and just burning them, you can get ash, and from the ash you can make money. Another neat trick, I think, is, I don't know what they call it, but I call it manipulation of certain items to make more money. So let's see what I mean is, so let's go to my bank, and I bought a lot of rune essence. All right, so with this rune essence, what I can do is I can withdraw all of this, and I've got a body tiara, I think. Is that body? Yeah, I've got a body tiara, which allows me to runecraft them to make body runes. Now, body runes are more expensive than rune essence, so I've just made the rune essence more valuable to some extent, and therefore making more money from it. Same with logs. If you buy maple logs, which is only 15 GP, and you have a high enough level to burn maple logs, you can make ashes from them and then sell the ashes. Because the ultimate goal in free to play is to make around 8 mil to get the bonds and to make money then in pay to play, and there's so many more ways to make money in pay to play. Another good tip is to use flipping. Now, flipping is okay if you have quite a bit of money. Now, initially, I was lucky enough, I was begging. Okay, you shouldn't beg, but that is something I did on Runescape, and I was able to obtain 1 mil from just begging. And then after, I used the money from the 1 mil to make more money through flipping. So how does flipping really work? So let's go to the grand exchange. Right now I'm selling. So let's say I want to buy, I don't know, logs, maybe some sort of log. Let's say oak logs, normal logs. All right. So we increase the price to a really high price. Let's say 350 or something like that, and we buy one of them. Okay, wait. This is kind of awkward. Yeah, let me just put that back. Let's say we bought oak logs. So here's the logs. I can increase the price. I'm going to increase the price to buy one item, and this increased price would show who's selling it at the highest price. What's the highest price it's selling at, and the price you can buy at. So I'm running by one at a really high price. So let's say I bought it and it cost 218 GP. So I write down in here just 218 GP. That will be my selling price. Okay, so now I'm going to sell this at a very low price, and this will show the lowest price people are buying at. So the lowest price that people are buying at is 216 GP. So that shows it's not too profitable to go for logs. However, if you buy in big quantities, so you buy it for 216 GP each, so you're going to buy 216 GP each, all these logs, and then you can potentially sell it at 218 GP if people buy it for 218 GP, and you'll be able to get money from that. So that's a great way to make money from flipping if you have quite a sufficient amount of funds. And let's say you have around 1 million or 2 million, you could start flipping then. It's pretty much free money to some extent. Alright, I'm going to show you a neat little tip that I use. I go to the Grand Exchange. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Grand Exchange, and down here, so we look at the price rises and price falls. So I'm going to look at the price rises. So it seems that there are a lot of items that are quite going up in price. All right, so I would click on one of them. So let's say trout. Now here it looks like it's going up. Now the danger of it going up is that it will probably fall in the later term. Now you look back at 6 months and you see the highest peak. And if it seems that the highest peak is pretty high and that was pretty low, then there is a really big chance that if it's starting to go up, it's going to go up higher. This one is in the midpoint, so it's kind of risky, but it is a potential way to make money. One of the current one I flipped was lobsters. They're doing pretty good. See, they've gone up again. Like when I bought it, it was around here, around 230 GP, and I sold it at around 248 GP. So I made quite a bit of profit by I bought around 10,000 lobsters and sold them out that much. So 10,000 times 10, I've got 100,000 GP. So 100,000 minus the 10,000 I made, which is I made 90,000 profit from it, and that took about it didn't take really long for that to happen. But if there's bigger changes, so if you wait for a long period of time and you put a higher price at the Grand Exchange, you'll be able to get more money and potentially make more. And once you've done all of these tips and tried it out, so skilling, you manipulating items to make more money by buying items cheaply, manipulating them, making better items out of them, and selling them, and merching, you'll be able to potentially get up to 8 mil, which is around the price of buying a bond, and then you have a pay-to-play account, and you should be able to make money really easy from there. If I find good good tips on making money from when using pay-to-play, I'll tell you guys. But this has been my experience and my ways of making money on Runescape. Tell me in the comments below if you have any good tips in terms of Runescape. And that's all from me today. Random Help, over and out, and I'll see you.